What's up, guys, and welcome back to Ghost Ride. Now, if you've watched the last two parts of this series, you'll see that we picked up this Honda XL 125 for only $100, and we got it running in one day, and had a blast testing it out at my secret test facility. Well, now we are on to part 3 of this adventure, and we have just been challenged by Sayem to put our 125 up against his 125. So we only have this episode left to get it ready to compete against him. So we better get to work.
All right, and I think we're finally gonna get around to doing the tank. So my idea behind this whole thing is to maybe do like a bare metal, kind of like worn in look. It's kind of a mix between clean lines and also keeping a little bit of the patina of the bike. So let's get to sanding and see what we can do with this thing.
All right, I got the tank mostly stripped down to bare metal. So now we just need to clean it up a little bit more with some directional sanding, I think, to really get it to look the way we want. So let's give it a shot.
Now, I've actually been obsessed with this type of finish for quite a while now, and I eventually want to do it on a car. And when I say a car, I mean the whole car. Maybe a little bit cleaner of a version, but you'll see why. Check this out.
All right, so as you can see, I'm working it down. You can kind of see how all the lines go with the grooves of the tank, which is kind of what I'm going for. Got some dings in there, but I think it adds some character. Otherwise, we're getting pretty close. So I'm gonna keep working away at it, so I think we're at a good spot. All right, so I pretty much got our tank where we want it. It's a little beat up, but I mean, it kind of fits the character. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some Rust-Oleum clear on it, and we'll see how it looks.
Now, the reason I use the Rust-Oleum clear is because I don't want it to rust. And this particular Rust-Oleum paint is pretty good at stopping rust. So it should keep, in theory, our tank looking all shiny and preserve that look we sanded it down to while giving it a nice finish.
All right, we'll do a couple coats of that and see how it looks. All right, so now I want to move on to our headlight. And I have something that I'm really excited about that I think is going to look really cool on this bike. Okay, so look right here. We already have a good spot where we can mount maybe a plate and then just mount a headlight to it. And I just so happen to have just the headlight. I was thinking maybe something like that. I want it to stick out a little bit, so I think that's going to be wicked. Only problem is, to get this to line up, we're going to need an angled piece that's not quite 90-degree angle, maybe a 45-degree angle. I have a 90-degree angle piece of metal that I think will work. I was thinking of something like this, but we're going to have to flatten it out a little bit so the angle changes like that. I think we cut this up, paint it black, drill some holes in it. It's going to work perfectly for what we want. Alright, I got our bracket sort of mocked up, and I got it level, but somewhere along the lines I messed up, because I kind of wanted it to like live down here, and instead it's like up here. So I guess I wasn't paying attention when I figured the piece that I was going to need to make this work. But yeah, so I'm going to play with this for a minute and see if there's something I can do with it. Alright, I couldn't help myself. I'm playing with this headlight, trying to get the right position with it, and I had to mock everything up just to see what it's going to look like. So here it is. I'm actually not disappointed. Now, this isn't the final position of everything, but it'll give us an idea. And I think I'm actually okay with this being a little higher. It's kind of still... it kind of gives it a unique flair. And, you know, it's still an off-road bike, and it gives it kind of like a tactical viewpoint, which I think is kind of cool. Man, the bugs are getting me. Alright, well, I'm going to keep playing with it, and we'll see if we can decide what we want to do. Alright, so I'm actually warming up to the idea of it being up there now that I've had some time to look at it. When you look at the whole bike, it kind of suits the character a little bit. So I think we're going to go ahead and probably put it up there for now. And I've been playing with something else. We need to sort out an exhaust for this thing, because as of right now, it just kind of vents right at the rear tire. But I have this whole collection of exhaust parts. A lot of it's titanium, which I can't weld just yet. I was going to use one of these, which I thought would be really cool, but there's just not enough. Hold on. There's just really not enough room to make that happen. If I put it up here, I'd burn my leg. So I don't know. I might come back to this and see if we can find a way to sneak that in there, because that'd be cool. But I've been playing with the idea of mounting this right about here, which I think has a good look to it. And this goes almost directly in line with the exhaust that's already on here. And I have this piece right here. I have to make some sort of sleeve. I'm thinking basically sleeve it up to this, orient this where we need to, put some grooves in the end of this, and line it up with the original exhaust after we take this one off, and then clamp it on. I think that'd be a pretty sweet little exhaust. It's close, but it looks like it would probably clear the tire and clear the rear suspension and control arm. But yeah, I think I'm going to tinker with this over the next couple days. We have till next weekend to go up against Sayem, but I think we saved the big reveal till then. What do you think? So otherwise, we got quite a bit done. We got our Wrinkle Plus fender on there, looking pretty good. I just threw the seat on for mock-up right now, but with our shiny tank, not looking too bad. And now we got our headlight. All we have to do is do some wiring. I think I might round this off since it's broken, and then cut this one off and kind of do the same thing so it matches. But I think that's probably going to do it for today. Like I said, I'm going to tinker with it a little bit more, do a couple other things. Still to wire in that regulator rectifier. But I mean, the channel just doesn't have that many subscribers yet. So we'll have, I think what we'll do is we'll have like a big blowout for the adventure, and then I'll just start pushing advertisement and whatnot with the channel. But guess we'll see what happens with both the bike and the channel in the next episode of Ghost Ride. So thanks for coming along for the ride. See you in the next one.